Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the FAU versus Liberty college basketball matchup on Thursday, November 30th, 2023. Of course, we give out tons of free picks every day, and when you give out as many free picks as we do, you're going to like some games more than others. Those are the ones we put under the Premium Picks tab at Pickdawgz.com. You can use the discount code PICK to get 15% off all of your purchases. We also have the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays not available on the website. You got to text the number you see on the screen to get those. So text that number and get those great picks. But let's get to this one. FAU taking on Liberty. Florida Atlantic 5-1 on the season coming in. Liberty a perfect 6-0. That makes this one a pretty good matchup. Of course, FAU went to the Final Four last season. Was kind of a Cinderella story, and I think this year, man, nothing Cinderella about it. They are absolutely flying high once again. The thing is, about a week and a half ago, they lost outright to Bryant as a 23.5 point favorite, 61-52, and then they went into those holiday tournaments, and a lot of people were like, well, they lost to Bryant. Well, who knows what they're going to do. Well, they slaughtered Butler. They then beat Texas A&M like a drum as a 4.5 point dog, and then took Virginia Tech behind the woodshed 84-50. I mean, absolutely slaughtering the Hokies in that game. And I'll tell you what, FAU looks as good as anyone. And I mean, if you're looking for a dark horse to go to the Final Four, man, this FAU team is kind of like how Butler was during Brad Stevens' era there, where it was like they kind of came out of the nowhere. But, the second time around, people still didn't believe that they were going to do it. But this FAU team, I'll tell you what, believe it, man. They are good. Very good. Meanwhile, Liberty 6-0 on the season. That 10-point win over Vermont was really, really impressive, as was the big win over Wichita State. They were a 4.5 point favorite and won that game by 17 points. Certainly, Liberty, not a novelty act by any stretch of the imagination. This is a school that's put together a pretty solid athletic program across the board. We see their football team nationally ranked in the top 25, undefeated as well, playing in the conference championship game this weekend. When we look at the Liberty offense, shooting at a remarkable 53.1%, one of the best in the nation. Shooting the three at an alarming 42.4%, sixth best in the nation. They're up against a very athletic FAU team, though, and while their numbers don't rank as high, well, they have played against much, much better competition. And when you look at Liberty's defensive numbers, very, very strong defending the three as well. Team shoots just 27.1% against them, but FAU shoots 49.4% from the floor, and that is, taking into account those games that we mentioned, which is, some heavy hitters there. I think that, when all is said and done, what we've seen is a Liberty team that's on their way up, but an FAU team that's already there. I'm going to take FAU in this one, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, check out our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They're 100% free, and they tell you how often historically each of the bets on the board today have actually hit. Pair them with today's odds, and from there, they can put you on the most favorable bets today.